How can you say that Vanguard was unrealistic and ruined your World War II immersion with this, but you're okay with...
Dude, no,
I know you can say it's because World War II already happened in the past and we know that's not what it looked like. But do you really believe that glowing pink guns that shoot magical bullets who evaporate enemies into purple anime smoke happened in the 90s or might happen in real future warfare, and that's why Black Ops 6 doesn't break your immersion? The point is that both are bad and unrealistic, disrupting any attempt of having a serious war game. Today I'm trying to defend COD Vanguard a little bit, since I think such a huge amount of hate was unwarranted. Especially after seeing how much people loved Black Ops 6 in comparison. And no, it's not the COD cycle speaking, I really enjoyed Vanguard from the start. I will not talk about zombies, it was never my thing. Apparently people hated Vanguard and loved BO6 zombies. That's okay, but if you ask me, both are over-convoluted and confusing, and I feel like if you're a new player, you'll just get lost, and that's what I was a new player, since I didn't play zombies since World at War, so yeah. And yes, there was nothing realistic about this game, but it's the current year. Why do you expect your games to not be driven by narratives shaped by social media trends, and wider cultural trends as well? Corporations don't have morals, their only cardinal direction shows profit. Today, there is really nothing else you can do except accept it, until the culture shifts on its own and it stops being profitable. And if it does, you better believe they're all gonna shift too. It's why BMW used to do what they did in World War II, and it's also why they're now pretending to virtue signal on Twitter right now. This is just one example. So these are the things that I see people complain the most about Vanguard. This might be the only thing I agree with, because yes, Vanguard's my team, enemy team thing is incredibly cringe, and Black Ops 6 is better because of factions that actually exist. Even though my favorite factions are just countries, but never mind. Because it's easier and more fun to LARP as an American or a Russian than a Crimson one. But I'm sorry, but operators are boring either way. They exist for the sole purpose of having those awful endgame victory scenes that you cannot skip. Because some people, and I don't know if you can believe this, but some people actually spend real life money on this. So you better believe Activision wants them to feel rewarded for it by locking everyone's screen for like 20 seconds or so after the game to showcase their wonderful skins. Yes, they are, for both games, and for every single Call of Duty since, I don't know, like Ghosts. And it's not going away, I'm sorry, you just have to deal with it. There are so many kids playing this game who beg their parents to get them these things, it's never going away. Now we get to the actual important gameplay topics. I think balancing isn't an issue for casual players who are like 99.9% of the player base. To be honest, I don't worry myself about what the pros think of any game. They don't play the game to have fun, and there was a lot of fun in Vanguard's attachment system. The way you could drastically change your gun was really exciting, and I spent so much time tinkering with it. My favorite was always to get as much of a recoil decrease as possible, just looking and searching for any attachment that affected recoil and putting it on. In Black Ops 6, I have not felt that you can change your gun so much, therefore I didn't even play around with it. I chose two popular assault rifles from each game, STG-44 from Vanguard and AK-74 from BO6. And I tried showing the contrast between the most damage the gun can have versus the least. So for the STG, the least damage build takes 5 bullets for a kill, and the most damage build takes 3 bullets for a kill. Meanwhile, you cannot customize your AK-74 in BO6 to kill in any other number of bullets except 4. And here's recoil difference between best and worst possible. The scale of customization is so insane in Vanguard. As for no new game modes, it's incredibly hard to think of something new that is actually good. Just like inventing a new sport. Like, yeah, you could cook up something new, but chances are the old ones will just be better anyways. Game modes are not a problem, all the main good ones are there. 2 more reasons why I enjoy Vanguard more than BO6, for example. The interface is much more beautiful and faster. Yes, they both suck because they come in this stupid launcher package with different games, but at least Vanguard's graphics and animations load. With Black Ops 6, I just have a black screen 99% of the time because the animation doesn't load. But the most important advantage Vanguard has are the maps. Now, I tried looking up what makes a Call of Duty map good. Some people are trying to be like extra analytical about it, but I just don't buy it. I think it cannot be scientifically explained why a map is good or why people enjoy playing a map. I think a map is good if it's simply beautiful and has a fitting aesthetic for the environment that it is being played in. Oftentimes, people like something first and then they try to rationalize that liking scientifically. Or the opposite, dislike something first and then try to explain it away. So I will not do that. I just think the Vanguard maps are really beautiful, especially compared to Black Ops 6. So many memorable maps that I don't get annoyed at when I see them in my match. Meanwhile, in Black Ops 6, I just find myself choosing the 24/7 Nuketown mode most of the time, and I think Protocol, Payback and Derelict are good too. To conclude, I think the issue with Vanguard was first impressions. People decided to hate it before it even released, because they saw the historical inaccuracies, and first impressions are really important. Black Ops 6 has superior gunplay. I love the way guns sound, look and act, and that's what's bringing me back to it for now. But in virtually all other important aspects, Vanguard is better. And that's customization, maps, art direction, the number of guns and even the campaign, because I don't like Black Ops 6 trying to be like Hitman, there's too much walking around. I like my COD campaign to be like a Hollywood action movie, the way we all loved it.